welcome back. Did anyone else wake up with just like a sense of clarity today? Like, look at, it's the first blue sky day in I can't tell you how long, where there's been not a lick of smoke and I can see the mountains clearly, and like the sun is somewhere there. There she is. Look at her. There's just like a sense of peace and clarity in the air. Like we busted through something yesterday or last night or whatever the case is, and it feels really magical. And something that was coming up this morning that I feel called to share is that you don't have to ask for permission. And I'm saying that for myself. I'm saying that because it's something that I have deeply experienced, and I realized this morning it's been a thread that's been, I don't want to say trying to be uncovered, but in a way trying to be uncovered for some time. And it's come up in so many different scenarios of like, you don't have to ask for permission. Like, and I'm like, where did that come from? You know, and I've been dealing with a lot of grief and frustration around financial situations and my career and all these moving parts that there's so much uncertainty right now, right? And realizing I have all these gifts and talents, and like, money doesn't define who we are as humans. Like, we are who we are with or without money. It doesn't change us who we are at our core. It's when we allow it to change us or make up a story around us, that's when things get distorted, right? And so the message I woke up with this morning was to be neutral about everything. Everything outside of you is neutral. It doesn't have an emotional charge, and working your way to that, if that is something that might be new to you. It's something that I've been playing with, and really that's the key, guys. Like, this is all play, right? And playing with these different ideas and these different concepts, and really just allowing your mind to go there has been a huge thing. And again, not asking for permission, because asking for permission is in a way giving your power away rather than owning your sovereignty, which is, I ask for the thing and I trust and know that it will be given and it will meet me exactly when it's meant to, right? Freaking bees again. I swear, every time I sit on this freaking rock, we're back on a rock today. Every time. Which, by the way, guys, I don't know if I showed you this. Look at this cute little rock. I know I put it in one of my previous videos, but like, how magical is that? Just found this cute little rock out here. And then this morning, I found a little moon rock. Look at this thing. It's got little holes. Looks like a golf ball, kind of. Like a little moon. It's got little craters. Super cool. Anyway, all that being said. So, something that I was going through personally with this permission thing this morning is I've always had to ask for permission, right? Permission to, like, I either had to work really hard for money or I had to ask for permission to have something. And a lot of times growing up, it was, well, we can't afford that, or no, you can't have that, or whatever the case is, right? Just like really strict cage-like boundaries around things that I could have, right? And that gets ingrained in us so deep, guys. So deep. Literally from the time we're born up until pretty much we're, what, the age of 12, 13? We're like a sponge. We're literally like a sponge. We take in everything. And we take it in as our own, even if it's not, right? And I don't know about you, but my inner child is pretty fucking magical. And she has a lot of creative ideas. And something I realized is that it's not about doing more. It's not about creating more necessarily in order to get something. It's realizing that you're creative, realizing that just as you are, you're able to receive. And giving yourself permission to receive. If you've been having upper back pain, or middle back pain, or shoulder pain, there's grief to work with. And it's okay. Put your hand on it. Ask it what it's trying to show you. I bet you'll have a release if you hit There's points, grief points. Sorry, this message is all over the place, but it feels like it's all coming together. Grief points. Find your collarbone, and right below it, right in that little nook, yeah, those are grief points. You can also Google grief points, but I don't feel like I need to go deeply into that. I feel like that will resonate with whoever it's meant to. But to give yourself permission to live. I've been feeling like I've had this cloud of stuff over me. And it's funny because it's been super hazy and super cloudy the last few days. And then this morning I woke up and I started journaling, and it came through almost instantly. And it's so funny because I've asked for clarity on things, right? And I truly believe that things will be brought to you and things will be made clear exactly when they're meant to. You don't have to go really digging for them. And that's been my thing in the past, is I will just go digging because I'm like, I just want the answers. I'm such a rip the Band-Aid off kind of girl, you know? And sometimes the answers just need to have the channel and the space to arrive, and to know that they're going to arrive exactly when they're meant to. Because everything happens in divine timing. And that's the thing that I've had to really, really, truly lean into this last couple weeks, is like, I've always trusted in divine timing. But there's been many things in the last week or two that's been like, okay, like, I've tried everything. And it's not necessarily about needing to try more. It's allowing yourself permission to want more. To want to go get the massage, or get your hair cut, or buy yourself a nice dinner. Like, they seem so trivial and so simple. But instead of asking for the thing, I had to give myself permission this morning. Permission to have my desires. And I can't tell you the way in which my whole energy shifted when I did that. I have this beautiful visualization of my inner child and I, and her and I are like best buds, you know? And I was like, hey, little, we don't have to ask for permission anymore. I know that that's the way that things used to be. And she was like, yeah, but Mom. And I was like, Mom's not here. You don't have to ask for permission anymore. I'm here. That's what we've been working on. Right? Because essentially you become your own parent throughout this journey. And getting in touch with your inner child and your inner teen, like, that's all part of the process, right? Getting in touch with those pieces of you. And I know I've talked about soul retrievals and things before, and I could feel that there was probably a soul retrieval, but this visualization that came to mind was her and I standing there, and there was this, it honestly looked like a fire pit from one of the restaurants I've been at here in Central Oregon. And it's this big metal structure. Kind of looks almost like a giant golf ball, if you will. But it's a fire pit. Anyway, cage, if you will, fire cage. And it looked like that. And we were standing on a boat, right? And like, water obviously is your emotions and your intuition and all these things, right? And so we're standing on the boat, aka your brain. And I was like, oh, we don't need this anymore. And I just literally threw it overboard into the water. And when I do, energy work or soul retrievals, I typically will throw or remove whatever it is and place it into water so that it can move, right? It can move on its merry way. It doesn't have to stay stuck where it is. And the minute I did that, I felt like an energy shift. And I was like, we don't have to carry that anymore. We get to have everything that we've asked for and we've worked so hard for. And I've realized, because this has been a thread that's come up so many times over the last however many years, and people have said to me, like, why are you asking for permission? You don't have to ask for permission. And for whatever reason, I kept feeling this last week. I was like, I feel like there's something that I'm not seeing, but like, I also trusted that it would be presented exactly when it was meant to. And then this morning, that's what came through. That you don't have to ask for permission. You have to give yourself permission to receive. Funny how the tables turn on that, right? It's like, I don't have to ask someone for this anymore. I can rightfully ask for it and know that it will meet me because I'm inherently worthy and deserving of it. Rather than asking and hearing no or being rejected or not getting what you want. It's like everything wants to meet you in divine timing. All your desires are yours for a reason. You have those thoughts and feelings and all the things for a reason. And I'm not someone who manifests traditionally anymore. I don't sit and write down the things. I just speak it into existence and know that it will be brought to me exactly when it's meant to. And there's some power in that, because I'm not giving my power away to anyone else. It's me and the universe. And I am the universe, right? And so if everything that we produce comes from within, stick with me. If everything we produce comes from within and then is mirrored outward, right? Just that subtle shift is like giving myself permission to receive the magic, rather than having to work so hard for it in this old way of being, because a lot of old energy has been coming up and I'm like, God, I'm so over this. This feels so old. Like, this feels eons old at this point. And that's why. I saw something from Jamie C the other day that she was talking about. It's okay to desire more. It's okay to want more. And yeah, it's about giving yourself permission to have it because you deserve it. And that stuck with me so much, because I was like, what is that connected to? And then today it revealed itself again, all in divine timing. And so if you've been waiting on things, or if you've, asked for things and they haven't shown up, just maybe sit with yourself and give yourself permission to receive those things today, because you're inherently worthy of it. And today's song that inspired all of this is Are You Happy Now by Michelle Branch. I was like, why that song of all songs? Can you tell it to my face? I always forget the lyrics there. Are you happy now? Ooh. Yeah. Give yourself permission today. Take 5 minutes, sit with yourself, connect with your inner child, the one who maybe had to ask for permission for things and maybe didn't get them. And somewhere along the way that got ingrained that they couldn't have what they actually wanted or asked for. Ooh. Yeah. And lean into that and allow yourself to receive. Because for me, I've been having these crazy back pains and I was wondering what it was. I knew it's about receiving, because your back is about receiving. I was like, oh, I have to give myself permission to receive. And then I walked outside in this clear, beautiful day with no clouds in the sky and planes going overhead and just the most beautiful, gorgeous Oregon day. That feels like a gift in and of itself. So anyway, thanks for being here. I love you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Lynn Shelto on all platforms. My one-on-ones are linked in my bio, as well as gratitude jars and all of my books and guides and all the things that I've written, and so much more to come. And new song, Don't Give Up Now, released on my SoundCloud. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.